Is there any cherry on top left for you in the fishing world?
There is, and I'm waiting on it.
You know what it is?
I do. I do. And that's to win the national championship at KBF. Good splits, good splits. Ready? Ready, let's go to the whistle. Okay? Pancake, pancake. Remember us talking about pancake? Like a freight train. That's an Alabama bass. Really colored up real pretty. I grew up in an area when I first got started fishing on big water, we had a flasher, and I'm dating myself now. You guys probably don't even know what a flasher is. A flasher was a box with a little light that went around, and it would blip at what depth it was. You didn't have an LCD screen, so you had to use your imagination what was down there. Now, I was good at that. And that's what put me above the curve and made me go to the All-American, is I could read that flasher. But I'm having to teach myself this technology, and you know, I hate to say it, but it's kind of scary for me. And I don't know, it just takes me back to my childhood. I fished all over the country, and I rarely get to settle in and do this like I used to as a kid, but this time of year, I always get to come back here, and I just enjoy it and savor it, you know. So I love catching Alabama spots. We ain't found one yet. I love catching them. And when we catch them and get into them, you're gonna understand why, okay? You're gonna throw the smallmouth stuff. That debate will end today. All right, what I do is I'm gonna stick it in my mouth, and I'm gonna bite down on it and let that juice run in my mouth.
All right.
And suck it. Throw the husk away. And the pulp.
Oh, so you just
juice it.
Just juicing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out here with Tim, and he found
Muscadine.
Muscadine. I'm gonna try my first muscadine here.
Wild muscadine. Pretty sweet, huh?
It's really good.
They're sweet.
It's like a
There's another if you want it.
Oh my God, they're really good.
They are.
I'm all about this. Frank, have you tried a muscadine?
Yeah,
yet?
it tastes like a kid's gummy.
Yeah,
It does.
it seriously
like
does.
like a Scooby snack.
They're delicious. 10 out of 10.
There he is, buddy. That's what I'm looking for. We're getting closer. Woohoo! The difference in a good fisherman and a great fisherman, to me, I've always heard this, and I believe it. It's the ability to pay attention to small details. And if you're ever around somebody that pays attention to those small, minute details, whether if it's water temperature or what kind of stick, what size stick, or what kind of rock, or if it's a sand transition, and they catch fish, they know a little something. But to me, the ability to pay attention to small details is what separates a good fisherman from a great fisherman.
There's more under here.
Oh, I'll kiss your foot. Wappa ploppa. Creek man's best friend. There he is.
You got double.
Large head. We had red eye yesterday, okay? northern largemouth today. We're still looking for that big, elusive Alabama bass, or commonly known as an Alabama spot, okay? All right, bye, sweetie. Good deal. Right here going around. There he is. That's a pretty good one there, buddy. That's the one we're looking for right there, cuz. Wow. There's our elusive Alabama bass. Thank you, buddy. Beautiful fish. The water is so small right here. The water's so small right here, you got like an hourglass. And the current's coming down to one seam right there. So I threw that top water bait over that shallow water and into that current seam, and he's laying there. There's no telling how many we've thrown over today, but he finally reacted. That's a pretty good one, probably 3 pounds. Back about 2 weeks ago, I was catching 50 to 75 like that a day by myself. Out here probably in 6 hours, but you gotta work for it. Water's come down just a little bit further, but you can just about call your shot. If you know current seams, you know those little eddies are at the bottom of the pools or top of the pools, you can skip everything else. The skinny water deal for me is probably my best kept secret. I've won more tournaments on skinny water because to me, that's the forgotten water. And as you guys know, you packed in with me the last couple of days. That's tough, nasty fishing. You know, we look nice when we go out, but when we come in, we're muddy, we've got stuff on us, but it can be so rewarding. You know, as we seen yesterday, we never left side of the bridge pretty much so, and we already caught over 20 fish, 25 fish in just a jiffy. So that was, to me, is that those little forgotten skinny waters that everybody else gonna overlook can be awesomely rewarding. And see, those big waters, to me, it's just a process of elimination, you know. Big water, I know there's a good fish population, but a lot of times you gotta do a lot more to cull bad water to find that sweet spot on those rivers. Where in a skinny water, they can't be but one place, as you saw yesterday. So that's the whole thing. You know, if you ever followed the River Bassin Trail over the last 10 years, where we went to an area in East Tennessee is a prime example. I love the area, I love it. But you either got ginormous rivers or you got little bitty rivers. They wasn't that happy median. So when I got out on a ginormous river, I didn't have time to eliminate all that bad water. So, I mean, it's a big water, but it fished very small. And those are the ones that I placed lower than I ever did, big water. You know, 2 weeks ago, I was catching 50 to 75 like this and having a good one. You know, these are really good fish, but by the end of the day, on a good day, you can have 6 trophies, which is over 20 inches. So anyway, we're gonna put them in, charge them up. Jake.
Yeah. Oh boy. Is there any cherry on top left for you in the fishing world?
There is, and I'm waiting on it.
You know what it is?
I do. And that's to win the national championship at KBF. Because if I can win that championship, and I nearly pulled it off 2 years ago, and I still have not got over that salt and that wound. Dwayne Taft and I are great friends. He's the one that beat me, but I lost by 1/4 of an inch. And the story goes, and I look, everybody in the kayak world has heard this story at least 10 times, but I'm still crying about it, okay? I put my fish on a clip to let them calm down. We got to take a picture with no restraints. I didn't tie my clip off. First fish I caught in the 2018 National Championship, KBF National Championship, I lost a 19-inch fish. And in the coaching world, That's like missing an extra point when you score a touchdown. I knew it was gonna come back and haunt me, and it did. I lost by 1/4 inch, which I walked away with a big check and a good check. But dude, it wasn't that $100,000 and that big plaque and trophy. So that's my cherry, man. I keep waiting. I might be in a wheelchair, but it's gonna happen.
That's what I tell a lot of people. I come out here and work hard. Ah, that was a fish, dude. I got this on me. I had a fish just take it away from me. Dude, seriously. A fish took it away from me. I've got to go in, dude.
You're still clipped. I'll take your jacket.
Make sure you got everything out. Phone and all that. You good? Keys. I've seen the fish just took it right out of my hand. That was amazing. As long as the rod gets recovered, this is amazing. Got it? Yes.
Yes. No.
Oh, it came off?
It come off.
No.
I still had the fish.
Oh.
I pulled it up over that log right there, and that thing just snatched it out of my freaking hand. See that silk trail in this thing?